Sogorea Té Land Trust is an urban Indigenous, women-led land trust that facilitates the return of Indigenous land to Indigenous hands. Through practices of rematriation, cultural revitalization, and land restoration, Sogorea Té calls on Native and non-Native peoples to heal and transform the legacies of colonization, genocide, and patriarchy, and to do the work our ancestors and future generations are calling us to do.
There needed to be places for Indigenous peoples to reconnect. And we began to talk about this idea of using a land trust as a way of bringing land back into Indigenous hands. Sovereign pieces of land where we could do our languages and our ceremonies, and we can grow food and medicine. A place where Native people could just be Native people.
To rematriate is to restore a people to their rightful place in sacred relationship with their ancestral land.
This is the time for Indigenous women's leadership to step forward again, that the matriarchs need to come forward and to do that work to bring balance back into the earth. And that's really the work that we do around rematriation.
Sogorea Té is centered in Huchiun, the ancestral homeland of the Confederated Villages of Lisjan, now known as the East Bay Area. We envision a Bay Area in which Ohlone language and ceremony are an active, thriving part of the cultural landscape, where Ohlone place names and history is known and recognized, and where intertribal Indigenous communities have affordable housing, social services, cultural centers, and land to live, work, and pray on. Sogorea Té currently stewards 7 land sites across the Bay Area, and we are able to do this work through Shumi land tax. Shumi, which means gift in the Chochenyo language, is a voluntary annual contribution that non-Indigenous people living on the Confederated Villages of Lisjan's territory can make to support the critical work of Sogorea Té Land Trust.
It's around really bringing people back to where they belong, reimagining the world again, taking away patriarchy and white supremacy and the work that has undone a lot of our traditional ways and bringing that back, because women have those songs for the land, women have the songs for the water, women have songs for the plants and our medicines and our babies. And we need to disrupt this colonization that's happened over the last few hundred years.